What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning into the podcast. Before we begin, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. I know I don't like saying that stuff, but it helps us and it's important for helping spread the goodness of the Stoke. Also, we are on tour, guys. First show coming up. It's LA. Bros Before Joe's at the Comedy Store, the Belly Room. Ticket link is now live, so make sure you get your tickets. For it's all the bros. It's Joe, Kevin, Strider, JT, me. And then we're going to Toronto, Buffalo, Houston, Austin, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Lansing, Michigan, Atlanta, Georgia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Spokane. We got Vancouver, Pittsburgh, New York City, Chicago, and then Great Falls, Montana, St. Louis, Indianapolis, Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas. Guys, get your tickets at chadandjt.com. Also, guys, we have an animated pilot, a cartoon show based on the Going Deep podcast. We're all voicing it. Me, JT, Strider, and Joe. We're all doing voices for it. It was animated and written and created by Russell San Marino. It's going to be premiering on this YouTube on September 9th at noon Pacific time. So make sure you tune into that. It's a lot of fun. It's I think you guys will really, really enjoy it. And City Council?
Yes, guys, I'm running for City Council in the city of Burbank. It's been such a great process. First, getting to know who the citizens of Burbank are, trying to get them on board, and then learning more about the issues of Burbank, which are issues that are happening all over this country, whether it's, housing, the relationship with the schools, with the police, with transportation. Burbank's a great city and they do a great job about being proactive with these things. But if you want to learn more about it, if you want to learn more through working on our campaign, how you could help your city, come join us. Go to parforburbank.com, volunteer, donate. This is going to be a collaborative effort. I'm looking forward to meeting and talking to all of you and figuring out what matters to you guys. And we're going to just have a big round table of ideas. And we may not always agree, but we're always going to make progress. So check it out. Thanks so much, guys.
Awesome. Shout out to our sponsors, Easy Rider, Magic Mind, and Botanic Tonics. Let's start the show.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
Update on the spesh. I think we're going to maybe just do the good old YouTube route. Talking to the managers about maybe doing this thing on Patreon where people could pay to get it. But I think the goal is just have access for everybody.
It's up to you, man.
I think so. I mean, basically what happens is we shopped it to the major streamers, Amazon, Hulu, all that. They basically passed being like, hey, we want some big names. So,
but you know what? Good on you for even being honest about that. Because a lot of comics will go to YouTube and create a narrative where they're like, no, I said no to Amazon.
Yeah, no. They definitely said no to me, dude. They're definitely like, nah, dude, not enough followers, not big enough, get out. And then my managers are very nice where they're like, our managers who are amazing, the Lukes, they're like, hey, look, they're funny, they like it, fans there, but they're just like that. Their business model is they want, which makes sense. They want big fucking comics. So that makes sense. So we'll see what the timeline is on that. I mean, I sent an email.
I saw that you're kicking the tires on it, which is good, and you're doing a good job of organizing all of us. So
I think we're pretty much locked once we get that intro.
Yeah, we're just gonna do the new intro, and then
which is easy. And it's funny. I talked to Berlin about it. He's like, I don't really remember my note, which I think we already addressed it by making it a little bit less abrupt. So he's like, yeah, I think you guys already addressed it, and we're just thinking about putting that little fun title card thing in.
Yeah.
After that, I think
which doesn't require anything really.
No, we take out the one thing that's in there, which is temporary, of the title of the special, which is going to be, I could tell him, it's going to be making memories, dude. Sick, because this one's not going to be making money. It's going to be making memories, baby. But
well, also, I mean, optimistically, a lot of huge comedians, their first special was on YouTube, and that's what drove ticket sales, and that's what was the kind of bridge to a later streaming special. And for a lot of them, the YouTube special is the one that everyone still talks about.
Makes sense. I mean, this one would be like, if you think about the trajectory, it's like, okay, this special had like, I started comedy in 2009, so like 13 years of effort into this.
Sure.
If you get another special deal, it would be like, the turnaround's 1 to 2 years.
Yeah, your first album's often your best.
Yep.
And I mean, dude, it looks beautiful. The DP Pennebaker was great. The production was good, and your performance was outstanding. So,
And excellent directing by JT. You're truly right here.
gracias, I'm on it. But so in terms of the controllables, I think it was I'm so proud of it. You did an amazing job. So I'm just excited for people to see it and they can
Fuck yeah.
enjoy it.
Let's go. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. Luke is talking about maybe this Patreon thing, but then we'll see what happens with it. But maybe the move is just get this thing colorized, get the audio mixed in properly, and just fucking clip it up and let's go.
Yeah.
And the turnaround on that could be pretty quick.
It could be up. I think we could have it up and running in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's what would be nice.
And you want to get it out sooner.
I think
so that I mean, most of the bits were evergreen.
Yeah, there's one bit that I think would be better if it comes this year.
Yeah. So let's get it out.
Yeah. So that's it. And then I heard you giving some advice. Do you get a lot of people asking you, because with your campaign in Burbank, asking you like more national issues? Because yours focused in on the city of Burbank, but you also have to have a global perspective.
Yeah, but I think the issues of Burbank's such an exceptionally well-run city. Like it's a good place to run because they do a great job. Like on all fronts. Like they're transparent about what they're doing with their money. They're in front of a lot of problems rather than like, working backwards on them. Like they're there.
Yeah.
But housing's an issue.
Yes.
Small business development's an issue. There's union issues. A lot of things that, across the country are big problems. So it's giving me a good motivation to learn more about all of it. But it is funny when like it's given me a new perspective on national politics where sometimes I'm like, oh, it's almost like a personality debate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like do you feel like it's a kind of a popularity contest? Like you have to be, like you got to get to know these people.
Who's more appealing to hang out with? And then that's just based off what your values are. Like, do you like a little more polish and positivity, or do you like a little more like saying it like it is and not being afraid of the consequence and being real that way?
Do you find that you have to have a hard stance or take on something, or can you be pragmatic? Like, even when I was just hearing you talk a little bit about like the oceans right there, you're like, okay, we want to be a green city going forward, come up with some like, low emission sort of energy options, but you're like, but it's going to be cost effective. Can you just say in a debate, like, we have to try to find that deal. We don't have it yet. Will voters be happy with that? Or do they want you to be like, this is the deal? No, hard stance.
I think you can be both, right? But you have to have something that
Right.
people are voting for.
Yeah.
You have to have, I think you have to have like dude, I have no clue either, but I think you have to have like a personality thing that people are voting for. And I think you need to have a policy thing that people are voting for.
Yeah.
But it is funny, like when people are talking, they'll just go into their political narrative very quickly. There's something about politics, like even at this local level, where people are very polished. And I find that somewhat unappealing to me.
Yeah. They've like branded this personality.
Big
and
dog,
persona.
looking good.
Baby, let's go. Flow's on fire.
And you'll see their brain go to it, You'd be like, why do you drive a Honda? And they'll be like, well, my uncle,
Yeah, dude, terrible. Yeah.
he worked for Honda for a long time. Even though it was a foreign company, he always felt like, working with people who were from a different place was important. So I've always felt like when I drive a Honda, I'm not just driving a car that gets me somewhere. I'm driving a relationship between us and another nation. And I'm like, what?
You're like, shut up, dude. Your uncle, like half of that's true. It's like your uncle worked at the dealership, gave you holdback minus this percentage. and you got a solid deal.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, just extract, like being a hero about anything. See, you just had a Chipotle burrito. Well, the thing is, when I eat a burrito, I want ingredients that come from all of Mesoamerica.
But
Our neighbors to the south.
But also part of the gig has been like leaning in, like I was working on like my bio for like a radio interview, and it was like he learned from his like Colombian immigrant mother and entrepreneur father, like work ethic and wanting to make an impact. And I was like, I don't want to refer to my mom that way. Like she is that, but like my mom's a million things to me, and she never led with that. My mom would walk in any room and just be like, hey, here I am. And like if Colombians were there, she was stoked, and sometimes she missed her country, but it wasn't how she like defined herself. But then I was like, all that is true. Like it's not untrue. So I tried to write a joke in it, and after I put my Colombian immigrant mother, I put in parentheses diversity, And,
Hilarious, yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? I don't think I should do that.
Yeah, the voters might not appreciate that in that space.
Yeah, and at first I thought it was for the voters, but then I thought about it, I was like, no, actually for me, I think I do need to own this as my truth, and this is my truth. Like that is true. It feels a little gross, but I was like, but that is like nothing in that sentence is a lie.
And it's tough because you got to, writing a bio about yourself is the worst because you have to like you're branding yourself basically, and you're putting yourself into like a little blurb of like, here's my entire experience in a paragraph that you can understand and will like.
It feels very reductive.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm kind of peacocking a bit. What is that? A new white shirt?
It is new, yeah, from Walmart.
It looks great. Looks great,
Dude, I found this brand George when I was in Daytona. I got a couple shirts with my brother at Target, and they're like my favorite shirts. So I just ordered it. They're like $4. So
Amazing.
I just ordered a few more. I got a couple whites, couple heather gray.
Are they
couple
heavy
black.
ones? Is that like the
No,
Yes Chef
it looks
heavy?
very
It's
light.
It's light, yeah.
Yeah, the cumulative weight on that might not show up on
Yeah,
a
I'm stoked.
scale.
Dude, there's nothing I love more than just a solid color basic tee.
Did you see Channing Tatum in that interview where he said he hates doing laundry so much that he just bought 365 white shirts one year?
For real? Dude,
A commenter,
he might be my new hero.
it's pretty cool.
That's sick.
A smart commenter was like, "What about your underwear?"
Wait, going back to the in politics, dude, I've just noticed watching like Kamala and a lot of it has to be like bragging. Like, here's what I did. I did this. I did that. I did. Well, you don't know that I did. And it's like, that's got to be like. Have you thought of many things to say if you're in like a debate? You're like, when the cards were stacked against me, I came out and said I had a small dong.
I do nothing in the small dong department yet, and I'm sorry to the community for not leading with that. But I have found moments where I've like had to be proud of myself. Like I was talking about going to junior college, and I was like, I try to instill like a sense of community there where other people didn't really have that. They were just waiting to get to the next place. And I was like, no, we need to appreciate being here now.
Yeah.
But I thought about it. I was like, that was true. I did throw a lot of parties at
course.
Yeah,
junior
that's-
college.
yeah.
So I was like, it's you just gotta be proud of yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can't nag yourself too much. Although I think there's good moments for it.
How are you feeling on your stance on because we were sort of discussing like policy yesterday, and it's tough because it's so nuanced to like make a decision. How do you feel on that?
I feel good. I think I'm coming closer to like an articulated platform when it comes to housing, which I think is the biggest issue, not
Yeah.
just locally, but across the country.
Yeah.
I've learned a ton about it. I'm talking to people on both sides, developers, but then also people who work with the homeless and people who work in nonprofit and affordable housing. So I don't know. I'm hearing both sides, but I think I'm discovering how I really feel about it. And I think I'm coming up with a compassionate path forward that still allows business to kind of build up the supply.
Mm-hmm. It's cool. It's
Fuck
tough.
yeah.
We were talking about it, and I felt like I was like, man, I'm dumb,
Oh, I'm so dumb, dude.
dude.
I don't know anything.
No,
Yeah.
it's hard to find answers to it. And
Yeah.
it's like we're in comedy, and a lot of comedy issues, like when we talk politics, we're just really talking about like, I don't, it's not policy, right? It's like,
Well, it made me think. It did make me think. Like, a lot of people that when they discuss politics, especially when they're not really like well versed in it, they'll just they'll make these arguments that on surface seem legit, but then when you get into the minutia, I'm stoked to use that word.
Very nice.
It's you can't have just like basic arguments for it. Every issue is I don't know. It just seems like you could go
complex.
a million ways with each issue.
yeah, and
in terms of like solutions.
there's like an easy vilification of the other too, where
Yeah.
like if you're like for rent control, you're like landlords are just greedy pieces of shit that want to jack up prices because they
Yeah.
went on a gambling spree in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, is that all of
Yeah.
them, or is that just like a useful way to frame it? And I understand it too, because your heart is with the renters and the people who could be out on the street. Like they are the kind of more natural person to care about in that situation.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's helpful to just be like, bad guy, good guy.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's like incentives. What it's going to incentivize people to do to create the scenario that's a Goldilocks condition for everyone, which is so tough because there's so many different things
No,
happening.
that's right.
It's like, it's just crazy.
But that is what people at the top do. Is they'll be like, this is bad, this is good. He's the bad guy. I'm the good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do reduce it. They do simplify it.
Oh,
in
yeah.
those terms.
They're like angel devil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is
It's
hilarious.
super helpful.
Yeah, it is helpful. Do we got Hugh Janus texting in? Who we got in here? We got Booty Assassin. Nice. Taking a break from killing some booty. We got Donnie Capri Sun. We got Cream Jeans. What up? More toll roads. Interesting. What do you think about more toll roads, JT?
We don't, that's not something that's a problem in Burbank. So I actually don't know that much about toll road arguments. I remember when that was an issue in Orange County. When
The
they were
70. I love the 73.
the 73 is incredible.
Even though it's like $15.
Yeah, it's expensive. But
Yeah, and
it's
the
so
tickets on it.
sick.
But remember they were going to build one through Trestles, but that ended up never happening.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But one thing in Burbank right now is the bus line. We're going to have a new bus line that connects like Pasadena and S to North Hollywood.
Oh, that's
and
sick.
Yeah, and so they're going to take one of the streets on Olive and make it just a dedicated bus lane.
Dude, you know what? They did that in Culver. I hate it. Because
Yeah, they're doing that.
They
now.
just
I
make
am
one
pro
li-
bus line, by the way.
You are? Dude, yeah, I hate it, dude. It's so annoying because they just make one lane and it backs up the traffic.
Right there in front of City Hall.
There, yeah. And then when I go to Hot Yog, shout out.
Whatever.
There's just one bus lane and it's just like it's in red and you're like do it. So can I cross this to go into the parking garage? It just makes things confusing.
Look, I totally understand what you're saying, and I think there is an inconvenience to any kind of progress. But the thing is like with the Olympics coming up, with the design of the
Yeah.
city, my kid's godfather lives in West Hollywood. He barely sees the kiddos because he doesn't have a car and we don't have good enough public transportation to get him over this. So this is something that I care a lot about personally. And I think in 10 years, you're going to be glad it's there, and we're going to boost up the aesthetic and the cultural appeal of it. It's going to feel like the subway.
That'd be nice.
We're going to be an interconnected city. It's not going to feel like Santa Monica's another country. It's going to feel like they're your neighbor that you can get to in the drop of a hat.
But here's the thing.
That's nice.
Is it going to be one lane everywhere? Backed up?
We have to be intentional with where we put this. Now, if you look at what we're doing in Burbank, we're not going all the way through Olive. We've created some alternate routes to keep congestion free, to keep those small businesses getting walk-in personnel. And no, we're going to be very smart about how we route it.
And if I get in the lane and a cop sees me in the lane, what's he going to do?
Are you asking if I'm for defund the police?
Yeah.
Look, I don't think catchphrases like that are helpful. I think we need to have a nuanced conversation
Although someone in the chat
about
gave a good catchphrase, you could say "making Burbank Burbank."
Oh yeah.
That's pretty sick, dude. Dude, speaking of the Olympics coming up, JT, when you get in office, I'm very mindful. I'm very mindful. I'm very demure. I'm thinking of this. I'm manifesting it.
Demure's in. We were talking about that last
Dude,
time.
it's the best. Dude, I'm thinking you got to get, what Olympic activity do you think would be sick in Burbank? Like hiking, dude? Going on a nice hike in one of those hills right there?
I
or-
think picking a Halloween costume.
Oh, sick.
Dude, there's so many Halloween stores.
You know, Burbank has the most gun stores per capita in the country.
Really?
Dude, yeah, you go down Magnolia, it's gun store, gun store,
Yeah,
gun
people
store.
are not happy about it.
Why is it?
And sometimes I laugh. I don't mean to be glib. I have to stop doing that.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes things like that, the ridiculousness of it makes me laugh a little.
Well, it's actually probably safer. It's like one of those things where it's like, people are like, oh, I don't want a police station or a local jail in my neighborhood. It's like, yeah, you kind of do. Because if someone breaks out, they're not hanging out around there. They're getting out of town. So put the police station right there. And then the gun store, no one's going to buy the gun, walk straight out and like shoot the gun store. It's like, they're going to go somewhere else. So it's
Probably.
kind of,
I'm going to say that.
it's a little gnarly,
Say,
but like
guns bought in Burbank, but shot elsewhere.
exactly. They're usually shot elsewhere, dude. They're not being shot right there.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, did you see that a surfer in New Jersey arrested for protesting needing a beach badge to surf?
Dude, this is criminal, dude. You can't need a badge to surf, bro.
Dude, this could be good for the beach.
That's a beautiful thing that he
Is
when he
playing-
rolled
is
out
he-
of the
Is
car.
he going like limp body on him?
Yeah.
That was always the best.
Dude, he's dead
when your
fishing
friends
it?
were trying to. Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Dude, that'd be sick to get arrested for. That guy's an automatic legend. I bet you guys.
What's this lady doing? Is she protesting? Oh.
Dude, that guy got his hog licked that night too.
Yeah, if you protest,
You get
your
I'm an
hog
automatic
licked.
AJ.
Yeah.
HJ.
Yeah, so basically what I got from it is that it's sort of like a license almost, where you need like a badge on your arm that shows you're allowed there. But it's the ocean, you know?
Yeah,
Should
you
be
know,
open to everybody, right?
yeah, the city doesn't own the ocean. You know who does own the ocean?
Earth, dude.
God.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if these guys paddled in from somewhere else, why not, dude?
Yeah, good
just
call.
Paddle in. Just, dude, paddle in from the next beach, surf, paddle out on the beach over. Probably get more of a workout. But it sucks because all those, you see these nice homes in the background. That's everyone in there, dude. They're like, we don't want surfers coming in. Take up parking, dude.
How do you obtain a beach badge? Man, this is if they had surfing in Soviet Russia, that's what they would have been doing.
Yeah.
And wait, so is the beach badge just to go to the beach, period, or for surfing?
For surfing, it sounds like. I don't know the details.
Jersey Shore, yeah, dude.
Dude, that's like
I was gonna say, seeing a dude get wrestled down in the sand on the Jersey Shore, par for the course. I mean, it's kind of just what happens there in the summer.
for surfing. Okay.
Wow.
Beach badges require permission.
Now, so were they having some kind of issue? Was that like some kind of a new policy because they felt like there was too many like unhoused going to the beach?
My guess is, and I've been to the shore a little bit here, so I'm an expert because I've been there. It gets very gnarly. It's probably just to limit crowding and parking because it is the shore and it's like the bay's on one side, the shore's right here. It's like a tiny peninsula. It's probably just to limit.
Does it cost money?
It's got to cost money.
So in Montana, like if you want to go fishing, you got to go get a fishing license that day,
Right.
and it's like $10. And there's a bunch of stores where you can get them.
Sold out.
Oh my gosh, that's tough.
That's brutal.
I'd love to do a deep dive onto this and learn more. Wait, if you're a senior citizen, it's $80?
Season badge.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you go to the state beaches, like they're basically just making it like California state beaches, like Trestle, Santa Onofre. Like you have to have a pass to get down there.
To Santa?
Yeah.
Do you really?
You have to
I
pay
forgot
money.
that.
Yeah, you do. You
Yeah.
have to pay money. You've always had to.
No, Sano doesn't exist anymore.
I know that got washed away. It's so gnarly. And if you want to go like surfing at a state beach or something in California, you got to pay money. Doheny, you have to pay money.
Oh, like to park?
Parking, basically, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So what beaches do you not? Main Beach in Laguna, you don't have to pay. San Clemente Pier, you don't have to pay. Salt Creek, you don't have to pay.
Nope. Just a small parking fee at the lot. That's it.
And you can even get around that if you park,
Yeah,
you know, on the street. But everything around there costs a little bit.
totally.
That's nuts. So
Nothing's free, dude. You just got to go to a quieter beach. I mean, in LA, you just go like, what does it take? Take Las Virgenes off the 101, go over Malibu, take a right, cruise past Pepperdine, park anywhere along PCH. You can go to any beach you want.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, though, with surfing, it's tougher because the good waves are only at certain spots.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of just a bummer at that beach.
true.
This was another sort of thing in the same vein, just a little bit closer to home. This guy was blowing bubbles and got ticketed for liquid littering.
Whoa.
And I guess he's like a known guy, like he does it all the time. He's been
Damn.
doing it for more than a decade. He just stands out there and blows bubbles for the kids.
Huge bubbles. It was so fun chasing them down, trying to pop them, said 13-year-old Adam.
Dude, he's the bubble pirate.
This is hilarious, dude.
That's
Damn,
interesting.
dude.
You saw that comment, Strider?
Wait, what did it say? I liquid littered on Strider's mom. Whoa, from Cream
Damn,
Jeans.
dude.
Whoa.
How do you feel about that?
What did I do to deserve that, dude? I mean, whoa.
Did he though? Did Cream Jeans liquid litter on your mom?
No, I would have found out about this. My mom and I talk about everything.
So he's just more like
Open
saying
convo.
things, trying to like provoke.
Yeah.
That's
Cream
one way
Jeans,
to
why are
live
you
your
saying that,
life.
bro?
Yeah, Cream Jeans. Oh, because he says I have cloud shoes on. He doesn't like that. He's a Hoka guy, maybe.
You got
Those are
clown
cloud
shoes?
shoes?
Cloud on clouds. It's funny. I wore these. I'm gonna buy a new pair, dude. I'm gonna buy another pair today, dude.
Dude, are you guys getting ripped up by mosquitoes?
Yes, bro.
I'm getting torn up by mosquitoes.
I think I got one here.
Dude,
I'm getting torched on my dog walks.
dude, I when I go outside to rip the pull-up bar, not to brag, but I'm just getting ripped up because they can feel it. You know, mosquitoes are attracted to tea.
Oh, for sure. And you got the heat on your body. They're gonna come over there. They're gonna want a taste of that.
Yeah, heat. Dude, you do squats, they hound me.
Kind of embarrassed I haven't been getting bit more then. Maybe my levels are down.
I mean, you've been busy
True.
like with the kids and stuff. It's not as much time to boost tea.
I could hook
But-
you up with some tea if you want some.
Yeah, dude.
Some anabolic. You just do a quick shot. Just a quick little cycle if you want.
I'm down. I'd like to do Anavar. It's a hardening.
Cock hardening?
No, just muscle hardening.
Hard muscles are nice, dude.
Yeah, they look like dense.
Good.
That's sick.
like who's the DN from or who was an outside linebacker from the Steelers? What's his name? Harrison?
James Harrison,
Bro,
the most dense
he was the
man
dense.
he was the densest man that ever lived.
I tried a workout program to try and build dense muscle like Zac
Yeah.
Efron did in Neighbors, and they said when you do slow reps, I think
Yeah.
it's like big weight, low reps, and do it slow. It makes dense. I don't think it worked.
Time under tension.
Yeah,
I've been doing a lot of these HIIT workouts, and they've been nice, and I'm feeling pretty good. But I gotta trick my body. I gotta switch it up, dude.
is that where your wife hits you?
Yeah, exactly. It's usually to the rhythm of a nice dance beat, like a bless you. Yeah,
That's
usually
sick.
open hand slap
Just
from your wife
in the face.
wherever she wants in the middle of a workout.
That's tight.
Like if I'm doing a plank, I'll be holding a plank. Sometimes it's tough to get my face, so she'll slap my booty, something like that.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me, you're like, I love it.
I like that. Yeah, it's nice.
So you're a sub.
Motivates me
You're a sub.
big time.
Do you wear?
I'm a finesse bottom when making love.
Wow.
I wear masks a lot.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'll wear a Chucky mask.
Well, this because I went over to his house one time just to borrow your Band of Brothers DVD set.
Yeah, for sure. You want episode 5, I think.
Yeah. And you were wearing the mask and like you had to unzip to like talk. I didn't even know it was him. He like unzipped his mask. He's like, "What up, dude?"
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Damn, you were under there."
Yeah, I usually put in steel nipple clamps, and my wife will hook me up to a car battery when I'm in the house and just charge me up. She'll say, "Time to charge up." So you caught me right before charging, which was good. Otherwise, if I would have dapped you up, you might have gotten shocked.
Is that from being on your cell phone too much?
Yeah, yes, because it can get you, dude, being on the phone too much.
Yeah.
Because my
EMPs.
wife's huge on that. She's like, "Don't be on the phone. China's watching you." She'll say that, dude. She'll be on your phone. China's looking at you through that. Look out. I like Slipknot, dude. Dude, the guy from Slipknot got hurt, didn't he? Like he burnt his face or something. One of the
Oh, I
guys.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dating Kelly Osbourne.
Good for them.
Saw this article recently. I forget where, but it was like movies that. Oh, I guess because Rotten Tomatoes is bringing the fan score back, and there's movies that famously like get bad critic score. Like Tommy Boy has like a 28%. It's one of the best
Did it
movies of all
really?
time. Fan score is like 90.
Comedies always do bad.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore, all those did not perform well critically.
National Treasure was one. Great movie.
Dude, National Treasures. I love that movie.
So much fun. The
So
critics
much
are like,
fun.
"This is stupid. Shut up, dude."
I've never seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Dude, it's a blast. How much fun is U.S. history?
It's the most fun.
bad.
It's basically like a Da Vinci Code. Like they're solving riddles and crimes. It's fun. There's a little bit of cat and mouse. It's great.
Yeah, dude.
And you
I-
got Cage.
Yeah, I love going to D.C. and you just look at TJ and you're like, "What up, dude?"
I know.
And
Remember when we went to the Jefferson Memorial? There's that big ass puddle, dude.
yeah.
It's all rainy and shit.
Oh yeah. It's what's a bummer is I heard that inside the Pentagon it's like kind of not sick.
It's probably just like an office.
Yeah.
It's like a WeWork.
Yeah.
It's just a big ass, just a Pentagon shaped WeWork.
You guys ever seen the movie Ballistic X vs. Sever?
No.
Because that movie's kind of cat and cat.
Whoa. Swing, dude.
Are you gonna see Alien Romulus, dude? Are you an Alien guy? You're not big on those.
You know what? That's such a perceptive call.
I know what's up, dude.
You're not big on Aliens or a movie Alien?
I think the universe Aliens, the movie universe.
The Prometheus. And you know what? You like the questions that those movies ask, but I think you don't appreciate the execution. And I'm right there with you when it comes to
Whoa.
Prometheus, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
But dude, you do love those jacked giant beings, those creator beings. You love them.
I like them, but I will have to respectfully parry here and say, I think you like them the most.
I think you're probably correct.
Can we pull up
I was projecting there,
Can we
dude.
pull up one of the Jack Prometheus guys?
These guys are great, dude.
Prometheus.
Nice. Chad knows his Greek. Chad knows his Greek,
I want a
dude.
spelling bee.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah. Go to one
Top
of these
left.
jacked.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at this guy, this creator, dude. This is where he I don't really know what he's doing here in the movie. He drinks the bad alien forming juice and then drowns himself or something so it can't live. But look how jacked he is, dude.
Wow.
He's these guys are 8 feet tall, I think they're supposed to be. Maybe bigger. Maybe they're 11 feet tall, these dudes. Wow. But they're so ripped, dude.
Is that, so is that his real body just painted?
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, let's see his
Wait,
real
the little
body.
guy. No.
That's it?
No.
Dude, that's some bull.
Dude, it's movie magic. No.
Oh, dude.
This guy's not jacked.
Dude. Man.
One of my favorite memories from high school is when we were reading Things Fall Apart. And we sidetracked the classroom discussion to figure out how big we thought the protagonist Okonkwo was.
Yeah.
We settled on about 6'4", 215.
Solid. Dude, did you guys see where you did your butthole sunning world record? The cliffs of Black's Beach crumbled and fell apart
Yeah.
because the heat, the rocks cracked and shit.
They did that even more. I saw that happen last year. Did they?
Saw something recently.
Damn.
Could have been an old post down
It's
there.
fun to read the comments because it's either people being we need to do something about the environment, or it's people on the other side who are big deal. Rocks fall apart all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's so funny, dude.
I'm I don't know how you think you know that. But you might be right.
That's just the earth, dude.
You look through history, rocks fall apart all the time.
Look at the Grand Canyon, dude. Obviously, that fell apart, dude.
Dude, what do you think?
Who cares?
And even if that's true, it's still surprising when it happens as a human.
It's also right by Glatterport, a very popular beach that people like to go and drop hog. So, yeah, this is news.
I wonder if there was dudes in Pompeii while Vesuvius was raging here, big deal, volcano. Probably going to light my whole family on fire. Let's all freak out.
Yeah. Dude, there's actually a guy frozen like that who's making a sarcastic comment.
He's like, whatever, dude.
Just melted forever like this. Being sarcastic to the lava.
Dude, yeah.
Duh, dude.
Ooh.
Mountains explode. Get over it.
Dude, are you guys, do you guys worry about natural disasters often?
Just when I'm going to bed at night.
Yeah.
What, once every 4 months.
That's a healthy clip, I think.
Is that often?
Nah. I mean, we experienced a natural disaster on our last, luckily it wasn't a disaster, but a natural event with the earthquake.
You know what I think about
That's
it?
a healthy differentiation.
Whenever I get Jersey Mike's, I'm I hope there's not an earthquake so I can enjoy this.
Smart, yeah.
And then afterwards, I'm do what you will, Earth. But thank you for giving me that moment.
Dude, that's a beautiful thing. As long as you're, that's just a great way to get it, to a great mindset to have of be treating yourself to something nice, living a dank day, so that if an earthquake comes and you get fucking drilled by a cell tower or a phone pole that falls on your head, You've had a good day. You know?
Is that how you envision?
Yeah. Like after this, you just inspired me. I'm like, I'm gonna get a smoothie.
You get a smoothie?
I'm gonna get a nice smoothie, and I'm gonna add extra peanut butter to it after this, so that once I'm done sipping that smoothie, or even if I take one sip, if a fucking helicopter falls out of the sky on me, great.
I remember, dude, when the protests were turning into looting a couple years ago, I remember I just got a text from Chad saying, "Get to Jersey Mike's. We got to protect it."
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get your club sub now.
Yeah. You were coming out of a gun shop in Burbank, weren't you?
I was literally holding a club sub and a club. And I was just fighting off looters. I was like, going to the Apple store, not here. Yeah. These are cold cuts.
Dude, all three of us were in there,
Yeah.
just standing in front of the ham.
Just get the fuck away from this.
Dude, Joe.
I love that. We went to that Jersey Mike's that's over by you off Maple, because they actually have pepper jack there. I remember, yeah. That's every election day on that second November, that second Tuesday in November, we all post up at that Jersey Mike's and defend it.
Well, what's crazy is that day too, Joe was on the roof with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Just straight, like, he wasn't messing around.
And then he was taking a nap
Go to Subway.
because he got so tired.
Don't
Yeah.
come here, dumbass.
Yeah, go to Quiznos, idiots.
So, guys, we have the Bros Before Joe's show coming up on September 11th, and Kevin is very much the at the creative helm of these shows.
He's our marketing guru for these shows, dude.
Yeah, and he was pitching. Can I talk about this on the pod?
Yeah, for sure.
He's pitching a moaning contest to see who wins over the audience with their moaning. And we were all into it, but then Joe sends a text. He goes, "No moaning."
I'm in.
You like that?
I do. Because, I think Kevin's pouring so much energy into it. I think things are best when someone just has free reign to express themselves, good, bad, and indifferent. So I think we just give him the green light on it and let him go nutty.
I 100% agree.
And even if it is not like entertaining in the moment, always, I think we'll remember it fondly. Like, remember when we did that moan contest at the Comedy Store?
It's amazing. Did you ever think when you first started doing stand-up that 10 years later you'd be doing a moaning contest?
No.
I didn't think about it, nor did I want it.
You never visualized that?
It wasn't, no, I don't know. Maybe I was ignorant. I just didn't know.
So you're saying you were watching, Louis C.K. live at the Beacon.
Richard
Like,
Pryor.
Yeah. And you're like, man, that's something I want to do. But what I really want to do is have a moaning contest.
Yeah, I was watching these guys and I was like, man, that's such a revealing thing to break down about life that was right in front of us, but no one had ever noticed. Good for him. I'm here to fake bust loads on stage. But genuinely, I'm happy that we're doing it, because it just took me a while to realize I do want that.
It's sick. Joe would be great. I want to hear Joe moan.
This is stupid. Maybe we all just do a Joe moan.
Yeah, Joe Moan would be pretty fun.
And he'll get mad on stage. It'll be funny.
I always picture him.
It sounds like he's pulling something.
Yeah.
Dude. Joe nuts his hamstring cramps up.
My sciatica. Charlie horse.
Yeah. It's my... Did you come, Joe? No, it's my calf, dumbass. I pulled it. It's cramping. God.
That's hilarious.
I think it's hard for me to talk about, but I am, behooved to talk about it, just to keep it straight with everyone. Strider might have had the best fantasy football draft.
Whoa. Dude, that's high praise. Dude, I'm a little bit nervous about. I'm a little light at running back. I need guys to boom. I was going to show you this image, dude. Look at this image.
You don't have like a. Do you have a guy who's in the top 10 at his position group in the preseason rankings?
I don't. I have guys that are right outside of it. But look at this. This is on some.
But you have a
dorks.
ton of depth. Like you have in a 14-team league.
Eric Crable.
You have Trey McBride and you have Mark Andrews.
Yep.
So you have crazy depth, a
At
ton
tight
of
end.
trade chips.
Yep.
And then who are your receivers? 14-team league guys. So it's not going to be as like top heavy as some other leagues.
I've got Adams, who's old, 31. Adams, that was like the highest player I paid for. Adams, then I got Drake London, then I got Michael Pittman Jr., and then I took JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So I got pretty good receiver depth, but I need guys to pop. But that's what you do. And then I got Rico Dowdle, but Cowboys just signed Dalvin Cook, but I'm not worried about it, dude. Cook sucked on the Jets. But I don't like that there's another body in that backfield.
Or that they felt like they needed to sign
Exactly.
somebody else.
I wish they were just being like, let's run with Dowdle. But, you know, basically week one, if I'm not seeing Dowdle getting red zone looks, he might get cut. But I took him late. That's fine.
You screwed me and my brother a couple times too.
Well, you guys, I mean, look, you have a very top heavy team. You got high end talent. You've got Pacheco, who I love, which you guys got at a great rate as your keeper. Then you went big on you took King Henry, which I love King Henry now in that's Derrick Henry at Baltimore. And then you guys went, so you had your running back short up, and then you just got a little horny. Who was it, Chase or Jefferson that you took?
Justin Jefferson.
I mean, bro, it's still Justin Jefferson.
No, I'm happy we got him. It should have just been one or the other. I should have gotten Jefferson, and then I should have gone like Jacobs and Mike Evans and gotten a little more depth.
Yeah, exactly.
For the price that I got Henry.
Exactly.
But you know, Henry was the first pick thrown up, and we go auction style, and our league goes above a lot of where like fantasy projections are because it's 14-team league. You got to get a good guy, and they can run out.
Yeah, and we have keepers, which throws off prices.
Yeah, and so a lot of times we'll have multiple guys go over 80, especially there wasn't much available at running back. So I was like, man, Henry for 71. I'm like, that's kind of a steal. But then the market came down this year. People were a little bit more frugal than usual.
It did.
And you the most.
It was very frugal. Our buddy Ross had a nice draft. I have to admit, come clean. I actually like Swift this year. A lot of people don't. I wanted Swift. Got outbid on him. And people are making fun of Ross for having him, but I like that pick. And then I did want Aaron Jones at a good price for less than 40. And then one of the guys in our league, Kyle, the former champ from last year, the sitting champ, I should say, he went big on Aaron Jones. New system, but he's going to be the dude running the ball there. But he was hurt last year. I don't know.
Look, Kyle's my beard eye partner. We've got tremendous chemistry when we're out there. He catches everything. I'm more of an offensive specialist. His draft strategy this year was, how do I put this? It was sad. His 3 targets, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams.
Coming off an ACL tear. Although I like the backs. This other guy, Jaleel McLaughlin in Denver, is solid too. Pass catching backs. But I mean, I don't know. They got a rookie quarterback who's going to be checking down. Maybe people will like that. But yeah.
And then he had another running back that I was like, what?
He kept Laporta though. I like that.
And you know, he won the championship last year. So
he got lucky, dude. I had the highest PF. He got fucking lucky, dude.
I think you had the second highest PF.
Did I? Who had the highest? Robbie? Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
Yeah, because I saw someone,
might have had the second highest PF.
I saw someone correct you on this one.
Yeah. I might have. But still, I had fat PF, dude. I had the highest PF of anybody left in the playoffs. Take that, Robbie. You were out. Sit down, dude.
Had higher PF than me. I mean, I traded Gibbs.
Yeah. But yeah, Achane, I mean, hopefully he goes off, but he's small. I'm pissed off Paul kept Mostert because I wanted to take both. I would have done that.
That would have been nice.
I would have shored up that backfield on my team, but I mean, keeping Mostert for $3.
Who got who's the Chargers QB?
Herbert.
Who got Herbert?
Someone went late because Herbert's injured right now, so he was going at a discount. I forget.
Injured? What's he injured with?
I don't know what his injury is, but he'll be able to play. But he's banged up in some way.
Who got
He had a rough
T-Law?
season last year. I was going to go for Lawrence, but I ended up stealing. I wanted to make sure Trevor, the evil demon in our league, wasn't able to stack CD and Dak, and then also Brooks, a known bad drafter. Love the guy, but a known bad drafter. He wanted Dak, and he's a huge Cowboy fan, so I took him. I snagged him, dude. And I was going to get Kyler. I was battling you for Kyler, but I saw Dak there, and I go, I'll just take him a little bit cheaper. But they went for about the same price. I like that Kyler pick.
Anytime he can run, it's kind of a make or break year for him, it feels like, and they got him a good weapon. Mm-hmm.
He's got weapons.
How do you guys feel about the Bears this year?
I like them.
You know, I like their skill positions a lot. I like Caleb a lot, but they don't have much of a pass rush. I don't think did they shore up the O-line?
They got an O-lineman. Yes, they did. In the offseason, they signed someone, but
I would be surprised if they're a
defense is
contender
good.
in their division. People are saying they're going to be a contender. That's a good division.
it's good.
Like
it's
the,
young.
The
Packers,
Lions and the Packers are good. So
Vikings,
do we think they're good enough to jump over them? I don't think so.
no. And look, Williams is still a rookie. He's going to take time to jive. He's going to have some growing pains, but I think he's going to be legit.
Is Josh Allen overrated?
People are correcting me on the Bears
Josh
defense. I
Allen's
don't know
a
a
beast.
ton about it, but
Bears D was sneaky good last year. Their secondary, I think they need some cornerbacks.
I
but who
do know
doesn't?
this about Bears fans though. They don't need much to get excited.
Oh no, they don't. Yeah, and well, dude, actually, it's funny. All the Bears fans I talk to, they're excited, but they go, "No, I'm not doing it. No. Yeah, no, it's amazing, but no."
This is a fan base that took like 5 years to admit they shouldn't have drafted Trubisky.
Hilarious. He's so bad, dude.
JT, how you feeling about the Steelers this year? Our defense is going to be good. And then like my brother's still like, hey, we might get Ayuk, which would kind of hurt us fantasy wise because we have Pickens. But if we get Ayuk, I think we'd have the best like non-QB talent in the league. Like
Dude.
we might jump over the Niners at that point, obviously, because they dip a little bit. So I don't know. We got a good squad. I like Tomlin. I know he hasn't proven it in the playoffs, but we stick by our coaches, and
But dude, he's
more
had
often
some,
than not, we win.
he's had some dog shit teams that he's taken and done good stuff with.
It's true. No, yeah. I mean, we haven't had a good quarterback for a while, so he always keeps them competitive.
I might take a whiz real quick.
I mean, dude, what if I just do like the automatic selection? Just crush it.
Well, dude, so I was talking to a guy yesterday who works for like the Burbank newspaper, and we were talking about housing, and he just kept, both of us, we just kept going. And he's like, sorry, I'm like a nerd. And I was like, dude, I think it's nerdier to talk about sports.
Really?
I do.
Why?
Because like housing actually has an impact on the things
Right.
around you, and like actually like would change your life, where when you're talking all granular about sports for 5 hours, it's like, what are you talking about? Action figures,
Yeah. I mean, I love nerdy shit though. I'll watch Darth Vader fan fiction all day. I'll watch, be like, what was Darth Vader like? What's day like for Darth? And it's like he's actually pretty depressed. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Darth was sad during the day,
Darth was sad during the day,
like listening to the Smiths and stuff.
dude, gnarly stuff. Like he'll get into his he gets in that healing liquid. I forget what it's called. But he'll meditate in there, and then he'll just crank My Chemical Romance. And then so I was learning about his suit, right? So his suit, he's basically a what's it called when you're half robot?
Bionic?
Android.
Yeah, one of the two. And he has robotic limbs, and then a lot of people are like, well, he got burned so bad, he also burned his hog. Like, how does he go to the bathroom? He's in that suit. It's like a healing suit. It's keeping him alive.
Yeah.
How does he defecate and all that kind of stuff? And he literally has like a device where he just, he'll just drop a deuce and it like disposes of it in his suit. So it literally in some of the scenes in Star Wars where he's like saying like, he's like, you are part of the Rebel Alliance. He could literally be taking a deuce at the same time.
Wow.
Isn't that sick?
When he's like using the Force to choke one of his, underlings for not, moving the Star Destroyers where they should have been sooner.
Yeah.
He could be busting a nut, maybe?
100%.
Wow.
Does he bust?
Good question. We can ask Star Wars fan theory on YouTube.
We should
That'd be a good
ask.
question to be like, dude, can you imagine a YouTube video, 19 minutes, Does Darth Vader bust?
That'd be a great. I would watch that.
Me too.
I just hope it doesn't devolve.
Yeah.
How much would
He
it?
does.
How much would it suck though if like you had that good of flow as Anakin? You look that good. You're dating Natalie Portman. You're gonna have a child together. You're like the top warrior in the Empire, and then you throw it all away.
I know. He got corrupted, dude.
You get corrupted by some geezer, and then you kill your wife, and you just get burnt to a crisp, and now people are wondering if you can even bust.
Getting older sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darth Vader does semen retention. That's a yeah.
I could see that.
Dink Drop Daddy, Darth Vader TMB. Does he touch and bust? Interesting. Well, he can touch things with the Force.
True.
So I heard he would, Padme would be in the room across from him. He'd like, pinch her nip, and she'd go, ah, and he'd go.
Mm-hmm. I could definitely see that. I would definitely watch that.
Should we take a call?
Hell yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you guys hear me?
What up?
Yep.
What up?
What up, what up?
Who is this?
So,
Dude, before we begin, oh yeah, who is this?
my name is Jack. I'm from San Diego. Saw you guys, when you guys went to downtown, it was a riot.
Hell yeah,
Sick.
dude.
Good start.
Dude, do you think Darth Vader busts?
That's a great question. Like, can he? Didn't he get, burnt up? I don't really know too much about the Star Wars lore, if you will. Didn't, maybe that part of him's a little bit compromised.
I think it's definitely burnt, but I think maybe his nerve endings are a little bit more sensitive. So he's TMB.
That's a good point. He's pretty much just got the foreskin back on.
Don't touch my hog, Obi-Wan. You know I'm TMB. Anyways, what's ailing you?
So pretty much, I had this board. It was a Machado Seaside. Loved that thing. Went up to Big Sur for a week. Caught some gray waves. Didn't get eaten by sharks. Awesome time. Got back to our 1 to 2 type summer that we've been having. And I was changing, leaving the beach, left my board on the grass, left the beach without my board. Went back a little bit later. Lifeguard doesn't have it. Nobody has it. Bummed. Posted all over on OfferUp. Nobody's got it. Somebody has it. And, after about a week, I was like, whatever, we'll call the loss a loss. So I got a new fish. And it's a good board. It's fine. But, when I'm bottom turning, I just keep digging rail, just stuff that wouldn't happen on my old board. And I keep just thinking, the one that got away. And then just with, with the bad waves that have been going on, my stoke is just down. I'm without my favorite board. I've got a new one and it's fine. I think I got to give it, more of a chance, but just, it's sad when you make a dumb move like that.
What do you think was going on with you emotionally to forget your board at the beach?
That's a really good question. I think honestly it was just stoked. The water was 75. The waves were bad, but I was out with 3 of my boys, just having a good time, just catching what we could. Each got a few good waves, and then I was just changing, just left it there.
If you had to think of a song that reminded you of your board, what song would it be?
Oh, that's a great question. Best I Ever Had by Drake. Those
sick.
types of vibes.
Maybe we could sing that song to your board, and because we can't replace it, but we can remember it, and maybe through that we can learn to move on.
Yes, I think that's good.
You know, a lot of girls be thinking my songs are about them. But this one is not to get confused. This one's for you.
Baby,
Be my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big. Bigger than you ever done it. You be up on everything. Other hoes ain't ever on it. I want this forever. I swear I can spend whatever on it. Cause she hold me down every time I hit her up. When I get right, promise that we gon' live it up. She made me beg for it till she give it up. And I say the same thing every single time. I say you the fucking best. You the fucking best. You the fucking best. You the fucking best. You the best I ever had. Best I ever had. Best I ever had. I say you the fucking best. No, you got a roommate. Call me when there's no one there.
Nice, dude.
That was
Dude,
beautiful.
Yeah.
dude, you know what?
I think
I had this thought when we were just dropping that, you know, those beats, that maybe your board supplied you with so much stoke, and maybe it just topped you off so well that you unconsciously were like, I need to gift this to someone else because it's given me so much goodness that this board has given me all it has, and now it's time for someone else to experience this. And so whether you did it consciously or unconsciously, you were gifting someone stoke.
that's really true. I think also, you know, that the board, it was a fish. It wasn't doing the greatest in some of those steeper sections. You know, I think it is time I move on to a little bit pointier, a little bit bigger rocker. Try and finally get some good time in the green room, you know?
That's really mature.
Yeah, you know, life has a funny way of working sometimes, I guess.
Yeah. It's pushing you towards, you know.
Yes, but yeah, hopefully, you know, whoever picked it up, hopefully it's some high schooler getting his surf on and he's ripping that thing up at D Street. What if I see him?
Yeah, what are you going to do if you see him, though?
I don't really know. Probably just like call the cops or something. You know, we got a future state councilman up here. You know, I can't do any incrimination of myself.
Pragmatic, smart, good.
Yeah, I like that. So
One of the bicycle cops, beach bicycle cops shows up. Hey, where'd you get this board?
yeah.
Guys got my baby.
So be stoked for him. Be stoked that you gave to someone. But if you encounter them in the real world, call the cops.
Yep. Got to take the stoke back if I can.
Dude, it was probably some dude from Arizona, dude.
Dude, oh,
You know what I mean, dude? Probably some dude that doesn't even surf.
He's got
what is his own
Probably
even
just
have
ha-
to use for a
probably
board
just
like that?
hanging on his
Just
wall.
Sell it on offer up for $150.
Even worse,
Could've
dude,
gone so much.
probably being a poser and putting it in his Zoom background. So people in his work be like, oh, dude, you surf, Darren? Oh, Darren surfs? I didn't know that. You get out of Phoenix much? Oh yeah. Just got this new board.
Damn, dude.
Looks pretty broken in, Darren. Can you even do a cutback? No, you can't.
Damn, dude.
Poser, pussy.
Nice, dude. Get him.
Sometimes you gotta say that. Sometimes you just gotta call a dude a pussy that you don't know, you know? It's not nice.
There's a lot of pussies out there.
Definitely. But yeah, I mean, hopefully it wasn't an Arizona resident.
Yeah.
That would break my heart even more.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to get back out there, get on Hinge, you know, start messaging other girls, and you'll find somebody you really care about.
I think so too. They're out there, you know.
Yeah.
They're out there on Facebook Marketplace. They're out there on offer.
Yeah. But whatever you do, you know, I would try not to use medical supplements.
Gotcha. So no, you know, no little nose.
Yeah, dude, I know this is painful for you, dude, but don't take any opioids, dude, now that your board's gone. Yeah, it is tough.
Yeah, you know, wasn't on my list. Gladly,
Dude.
you know, gone to that point. Maybe if I leave my next sport at the beach, then, you know, we might start looking at that type of help.
No, man, don't do it.
No, don't do it,
Yeah,
dude. Don't do it, dude.
It's not worth it, bro.
Just leave your board, dude. Don't do opioids, dude.
That's what happened to Radical Freddy.
Mm.
He lost his board and he turned to heroin and died.
Yeah, he started doing black tar, sleeping in one of those electrical boxes by, you know, traffic signal lights to stay warm. And
It rained.
it was actually, it rained. Actually wasn't even the black tar that killed him. There was a ton in his system, but it rained and he got electrocuted. He got Darth Vader pretty much. He was in a suit for a while.
When you were in the electric chair, do you bust?
No. It's insane that they thought an electric chair was a humane way to get rid of someone. It's very gnarly. It's probably one of the worst things you can do to somebody.
It's so creepy.
The guillotine might be more humane.
Yeah. Caller, are you pro death penalty?
Yeah. Now that you've
Good
been
question.
wronged, dude, with your board being stolen, how do you feel about draconian law like the death penalty?
I don't know. I feel like we got kind of an okay system set up. It's like not a ton of people get the death penalty, but the people that do are pretty much without a doubt guilty, it seems like. But, you know, I always like to say I'm not really the arbiter to say anything like that, you know?
But dude, it might be affecting you because death penalty, you know, when someone's on death row, minimum 10 years, it's expensive. Might be why board prices are so high.
I mean, we could just be having people make Machado seasides in the prisons just for everybody in Southern California, you know?
It's a great
We
call.
could use tax dollars.
It's a great call.
Donnie Capri Sun says that when you get guillotined, you can still comprehend things for like 5 minutes. Is that true?
I don't know. Did they ever talk to someone who got guillotined?
I feel like in the electric there, you can probably comprehend like a lot.
Also, I think there's been more than a handful of people who are exonerated for their crimes after being executed.
True. That's a huge swing and a miss. That sucks. Can you imagine that? That's why they do 10 years now. Like, you got to get it right. You got to, like, they're like devil's advocating it for like a long time. At least they should be.
It's the kind of thing you got to get right all the time.
Yeah. It's like, okay, the Unabomber. All right. Yeah. This guy's going to go.
JT, are you pro bringing honor back to Burbank? You know, settling things.
Are you talking about that?
Settling things by the blade?
Dude, it's funny you mentioned that because I think about that guy a lot. When we went to a Newport City Council meeting, he's like, you know,
In the past, there was a way to settle issues. You know, you had three options. You know, you could do hands or by sword, by the blade. and we need to bring that back to Newport Beach.
and I was like, dude, do not come within 6 feet of me. He clearly had COVID. And he was coughing up a storm. But I think that allowed me to miss the deeper point, which was like, yeah, the honor of the blade. I will say this. I'm open to hearing from everyone from all perspectives. If the statistics support that it'll lead to, you know, actually more peace because it's a useful deterrent from conflict, then I could be in support of it. But I think we have to investigate other options before we return to the blade.
True.
If only because Burbank's a lot of kids too. And adults might be able to handle it and go on about their business, but we have to think about the next generation. And if kids are seeing knife fights on the regular, what's that doing to their psychology?
True. Knife fights should just stay in Dune. Those are some of the sickest knife fights.
But I like what you're saying. And I like where you're coming from because it's vitality. And that's something that is in short supply nationally. And that's something that's in short supply locally. And I don't ever want to see that go away. So where do we channel that? Do we have programs to channel that? Are we doing Aikido? Are we doing knife fighting? Training? Some
Right.
people are doing it right.
I'll tell you what the tough guy thinks about it. I don't care if you got a blade, because if I got my powder, you're dead meat. Because I don't even feel a blade. When I'm turned up on a couple of key bumps, man, you could cut my arms all day. I ain't feeling a thing. I'm coming straight for you no matter what. And you know what I'm beat you down with? It ain't my lefts or my rights. It's me spitting straight at you, just telling you the truth, real close to your face. Most people can't handle that, even a guy with a knife. If you tell a guy the truth and he's got a knife, he'll fall apart.
Is it the truth, tough guy, that hits these people so hard, or is it the garlic from the meal that you eat heavy garlic
I eat
pastas?
heavy garlic pastas. Even my steak is just smothered in it. I mean, look, you don't want to be in an elevator with me after I've had dinner for multiple reasons. There's the smell, and there's the fact that I'm going to make you do a key bump. And my key is like the size of a old
the key of the
school.
city.
It's like a cell from a prison joint back in 1280 London. It's about this friggin' big. My friggin' key bumps are like you're doing it off a Macintosh.
Caller, what do you think about dying by the blade?
I think, you go to Valhalla, it's a warrior's death, baby. But I feel like on the same vein, what if you were able to hire a champion like Game of Thrones style? These guys get paid like lawyers, like every hour they train is billable hours, baby. And then, you hire these guys and they'll duke it out on your behalf instead of kind of the mental duking we got going on.
Pretty cool, but I like these old guys having a fight for themselves. It's a cool profession, these professional guys, but it's a cop-out.
I like what you're saying about the fighters, but is it union and are they local hires?
I feel like a union would have to be made at some point. I feel like somebody would kind of abuse that power at a certain point.
And let's have incentives for local apprenticeship. Let's get people into the system. Let's make sure those jobs are within the community. Because I've seen stats that
import, can just bring McGregor over, have him be their champion. That's not very fair.
could be a 10-to-1 work to live ratio where you got 10 people working at this job and only one of those people is actually living in the community. I think we want our champions to be from our town, representing our town and staying in our town.
Agreed.
Thanks for calling in.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you for boosting my stoke.
Dude, thank you, dude.
Legend, dude.
You boosted mine.
You know, it's those hard-hitting calls that really make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. You get your board jacked. I mean, it's no good.
Dude, so something cool that we got coming up, I think we'll release it next week, is Russell, how do you say his last name, JT? Sermarino?
I think that's right.
A stoker, an honorable stoker, a legendary stoker, had an idea to create a animated pilot based off the podcast.
Yeah.
And we all did voices for it. He finished the animation. It's a blast. I love it. It's based off, interaction or a conversation we had with Joe. And I think we're going to premiere it on the YouTube channel sometime next week. So I love it. It's a fun hang. It's a fun way to look at the podcast too, because especially like when we do it, we do it every week, so you kind of it's just you just normalize it, and then to hear it in this animated form and then see like a story played out based on it with the voices is really fun, and I'm excited for the Stokers to see it.
He's a great guy.
Great guy.
Talented.
Super sweet guy. I watched it. He sent it over. It's really fun. I like the way the mouths move in it.
Yeah.
I like it's very satisfying.
So I think we'll post it. Stokers, look out for it on the Going Deep podcast YouTube page. I think Monday. Nice. Monday we'll fire it up.
Dude, we just got that content coming your guys' way, dude.
Yeah. So shout out to Russell. You're a legend, dude. Thank you for all the hard work you're putting in. And if you guys like it, get more episodes out there.
Fuck yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
What up, dude? Good morning.
Good to see you, dude.
Hey, good morning.
How's it going?
How are you, bros?
Good, man. We're just
Can you hear
hanging.
me?
Yeah. How are you?
Doing great.
What ails you?
Yeah. Just wanted to start by saying East Coast Stoker over here, calling from New York City.
Oh, dude, nice business.
You guys have given me a lot of joy over the years, and I always have you guys on in the background whenever I'm working from home.
Swing, dude.
And definitely can say that my dank-ass girlfriend originally hated it being on all the time, but since she was never actually paying attention. But definitely after watching a few clips, she's a huge stoker now.
Oh,
She loves the advice you guys give, and
Sick.
definitely appreciates that it comes from a place of honesty with a lot of heart.
thanks.
She even got me and my buddy AA Ron Transcend Your Worries t-shirts, and now she steals mine to wear all the time.
Sick.
Dude, love
So
that.
we love you guys.
Dude, love you
Thanks,
back,
man. Love you
man.
too.
Thanks for being a stoker.
Of course, of course. So let me get into it. So I have not really an issue, but more of something that I have to plan out over the next 6 months. I have a roughly 15 to 20 person bachelor party, all mid 30-year-olds. And we're trying to decide a spot, and it's coming down to kind of me to make the decision. And I wanted just to pick your brains on how to pick a spot between Montreal, Cabo, or Miami. You know, it's definitely like a large group, mainly married guys with everyone has a kid or two, and everyone's kind of in their career, so money's not too much of an issue. But I think that kind of given everyone's age range, everyone's kind of using this as the one big guys trip of the year. And we haven't seen a lot of these bros since pre-COVID. So this is like a big trip. So I want to just pick your brain. You know, definitely been to Montreal and Miami for bachelor parties before, but never been to Cabo. But Chad says it's the best. So we threw it in there, and we're just kind of trying to get some advice on how to move forward.
Now, what are the pros of Montreal?
Yeah.
Pros of Montreal would definitely be closer. Most of the guys are coming from New York, and a few are flying in from SF. So it would be definitely the closest option. So you'd probably get the most number of bros there. The food's good. It's a little bit cheaper. I hear the clubs are nice. And definitely, I think a cheaper option compared to the other two. And it wouldn't be as much travel for everyone else on the trip.
I don't know what the top option is, but I can tell you this, and this is just brass tacks, me shooting you straight. Considering where you're all at in life, I don't know. I do not think. Actually, I know you guys can't do Miami.
Okay, all right.
Those days are past, my friend.
The last big bachelor trip that we all went on was to Miami like 2 years ago. So
How'd it go?
it went great. Everyone went home broke, but it was a good time. It was a good time. We lost a couple guys at 5 or 6 a.m., but everyone made it home in one piece.
You guys are like 35 now?
Yeah, like mid 30s. A few were like 33, 34. Most everyone has, a kid or, recently moved out with their wives to the suburbs. And then there are a couple of us in the city still holding on.
Here's the thing. I think you got to go abroad. And I think, Cabo, there's so many different types of Cabo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want
So I've never been to Cabo.
Yeah.
And I threw it on the list, and everyone was really positive on Cabo. And I would love to know what makes Cabo so great as an option.
What doesn't make Cabo so great? There's so many different types of Cabos. You could do surf Cabo. You could do hard rage Cabo. You could do spa Cabo. You could do strictly jet ski Cabo.
Fish Cabo.
Fish Cabo. There's so many different types of Cabo. And for you guys in your mid 30s, you guys can have a nice dinner at the office.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get like massages and, group facials or just hardcore rage. You could all get on jet skis together. I mean, you've crushed jet skis on bachelor parties in Cabo. How was that?
Yeah, it was kind of my job for a while. It was great. I don't regret a second of it. And I think you're totally spot on too. Like Cabo, you can kind of pick your pace.
Mm-hmm.
You can go as fast or as slow as you want. Where I think Miami, and this is the reason I kind of ruled it out as an option, is it's an Autobahn. You got to be going fast. There's no slow lane there.
Yeah. If you're at 11, you're going 11 to 11.
Exactly. And I think, you guys are going for what? I'm guessing some guys are doing 2 nights, but it's 3 nights max.
Yeah, it's 3 nights max.
So first night is, and I'm sorry to people who are sensitive to this, it's not my favorite thing. Generally, first night is strip club night. Second night is club night. Third night, no one has the energy to go out. You stay in and you watch MacGruber.
It's nice.
Sick.
Dude, what about you
Sounds
guys
like
are
a
all
good bachelor
35? What if you just go to like Columbus, Ohio?
Good town.
Stay at a Westin,
It'd be central.
centrally located, good Wi-Fi to check in with the families. You get a nice steak. It's still pretty much Midwest. You get good, clean-cut, grass-fed steak. You hit a craft brewery. They got Top Golf, I think. If not, they got Lucky Strike Bowling.
Top Golf is struggling. They need the help.
You've had a good
Are
time.
they?
You've had a
Yeah.
good time.
I feel like it wouldn't be a bad option for like a
It's kind of like
a
Montreal.
football weekend.
Yeah. I love that. And even, if you're thinking Columbus, don't rule out Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's
Yeah.
sick.
Go to Cincinnati. Dude, you go to all the lakeside cities. You call it the Triple C Tour. Columbus, Cincinnati, and then what's the other one? Not Canton. That's where they have the Hall of Fame.
Dude, you go to Cleveland and you can hit.
That's it. Cleveland.
You can hit.
Nice.
What's a? How am I forgetting this? What's it called, Jake? The theme park.
Skyline Chili.
Cedar Point.
You go to Cedar Point, hit some roller coasters.
Yeah. Do a nice nature walk. I mean, dude, Cabo is a
Sounds
good
like a good
move,
option.
though. I got to say, are you guys going to go to nightclubs? You can go to clubs in Cabo. Go to frickin' El Squid Row. Pretty fun. There's the lifeguard there making you dance, rip some shots. Go to Nowhere Bar if it's still there. Downtown Cabo, pretty sick. They take cash. You don't need to exchange for pesos or anything.
Yeah, I think JT's itinerary makes a lot of sense for our group.
Yeah.
Dude, you
You can
guys
have a
all
golf day.
a golf day. You guys all get on a banana boat.
You can go banana boating. We did banana boating. It was super fun.
The ATVs are fun out there.
Yeah.
ATVs have like evolved now where they're not like the kind of open wheels ones we all grew up on. They all have like roll cages now and they're more like cars. So it's a lot safer. You don't have as big of a injury risk as it used to be.
I guess another part of the equation is that I'm saying 15 to 20, but it'll probably be actually 20 guys. Is that too
Wow.
large of a group to roll through Cabo?
It's
I mean,
tough.
that's too large of a group for a bachelor party almost, period, unless you're like in a billionaire class where you can take care of all the amenities for everybody. But you know what, brother? That's just you, man. You don't play by the rules. You got a lot of friends, you got a lot of love, and you want to make sure everybody's invited. So you got to just go for it. I think, again, that's why Cabo's a bit cheaper. You can get probably 2 houses next door to each other, split it up 10 and 10. You don't want 20 guys in the same house in your mid-30s. Because then, someone gets stuck sharing a bed with someone who's like 6'7" and snores his big old lungs.
Dude, I mean, there's when you get a hotel in Cabo, what's it called? Why am I
Surf
forgetting?
hotel or an Airbnb when you get a
When you get like everything's already like the drinks and stuff, all inclusive. You get it's well liquor, so be mindful of that. But dude, I went to Cabo. I got a pitcher full of Adios, motherfucker,
yeah, dude.
and I don't recommend that because the hangover was brutal. But dude, you guys all at the pool having like chocolate milkshakes and vodka,
And pina coladas.
and
Yeah,
then
bro.
you find some jet skis and you all jet ski together. You get bronzed.
Dude, you go to Mango Deck and do a push-up contest with the boys.
Mango Deck push-up contest.
It's pretty sick, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a bitch to get there from New York, but it's pretty sick, dude.
And you go to a pharmacy, you all get boner pills, and you're all just walking around with boners.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, is Cabo the sickest Mexican beach?
Oh.
Yeah,
Because Cancun is a lot easier for us.
dude.
Cancun's tight.
whack.
What?
What?
Cancun's whack. I went to Cancun. It was cool. It's more tropical. Cabo's more like SoCal. Like it could, like what time of year are you actually planning on going?
Probably like February.
It actually might be kind of cold. Could be.
Cabo?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I'd be a little chilly.
Could be a little chilly.
You
so
know what? Actually,
Cancun might
that
be
does
better.
kind of swing Miami.
Yeah.
Because Miami's gorgeous that time of the year. You know what? You should go to
Yeah.
Miami. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. You should go to Columbus.
Yeah, I can't believe Montreal was even on this list, dude. I don't know. I
dude.
don't know about Montreal though.
We took a poll. Jake created a poll in the Twitch chat, and everyone's saying Cabo,
Yeah.
except one guy said Miami, one guy said Columbus,
Columbus, good call.
but 86%. It's overwhelming. Cabo.
Dude, Columbus has good escape rooms. Go to an escape room.
There you go. I'll let you guys know when we're there. You can join us.
Yeah, dude. Send a photo of you guys at the Mango Deck.
The Mango Deck's beautiful, dude. It's a beautiful place.
I love them, dude. That bringing up the Mango Deck just got, because literally I was thinking of Cabo, and I was honestly, my first thought was like hangover. I was just thinking of being hungover, but then he brought Mango Deck, and I am fired up.
Dude.
So when's the best time to go to Cabo? Should I push it up? Should we go next week, next month?
Yeah, if you
just
go in
don't-
September.
Yeah, don't go in the summer.
No, yeah.
It's too hot. I think mid to late fall is good. The winter's honestly good. I've gone for Christmas before. Spring is good, but I don't know if you want the spring break crowd. But dude, if you go in October, you're gold. Oh, the best time to visit Cabo is May to June, when the wintertime crowds are gone. Oh no, I don't agree with that.
No, dude. U.S. News and Travel. Some schmoll wrote that, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, early fall's hurricanes. Our buddy did get trapped there in a hurricane
Oh.
one time. That's true.
Early fall is hurricane. Yeah, maybe not early fall then.
We'll appreciate all the advice, boys. Thanks
Dude.
for bringing the stoke.
Have fun, man.
Dude, yeah, it's a
Can't wait
blast.
to see you
Congrats on the
guys when
wedding,
you're here.
dude. On your dank fiance, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Or is it your wedding or no? It's one of your boys. You're just planning it.
No, it's my buddy's wedding.
Okay, nice. Well, congrats to your bro.
All right. Have a good one, Blair.
You too.
Scottsdale is a low key pretty sick city too.
Dude,
actually,
that is
people do that. People do
Dude,
Nashville.
Palm Springs was sick.
It's fun, mellow, dude. That was a nice mellow. Sounds like these guys want to rage,
Yeah.
but I can't help but pitch them Columbus, dude. Just a city with good Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
easy to get to. FaceTime your wife. What up? Hit a brewery with the boys. Day buzz. Watch some sports. Like I loved Chris's bachelor party. Was like week 1 of NFL. It's amazing. We went to like a yard
Where'd you
house.
guys go?
Palm Springs. Had a sick house.
Dude, Palm Springs is sick.
It's awesome, dude. It's fun
I
because
love-
you get a good compound. You hang with the boys. You grill some steaks. If you want to go out to a nice dinner, you can. And then there's golf in the day. There's chilling by the pool. And then, dude, we watched week 1 NFL with the boys. It was so sick.
I love the
It was really nice.
Yeah.
That was a good hang.
Great
good
hang.
hang.
Did a little shroomammies, dude. Nice.
That was fun. You guys watching anything?
I'm watching Succession again.
Nice.
Dude, it's even better.
It's the best.
Because now I actually understand everything. I think watching it with subtitles is a game changer.
Have you noticed that it's harder to hear things lately?
Yes. I think we're just getting older.
No, they're doing something new with the sound mixing.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I think so.
Interesting.
I think there's literally something either in like the production side or in the TV like presentation of it. It's actually harder to hear genuinely.
Bro, I've been using subtitles. I just think it's because I'm getting old, but I've been doing it.
It's a game
My wife
changer.
will turn it off, but I'll be like, fuck.
It's a game changer, especially with Succession. Succession is I'm laughing nonstop. It's the best. show.
Hilarious. It's so funny. The writing is so funny.
Dude,
I don't know. Do we really have like a relationship of substance? It's like the man dying of thirst is now a mineral water critic.
what is this?
Just dialogue.
I love that.
When this is good. or I don't know, but it's important. When are you going to watch either one of the big S's, the HBO S's? When are you going to watch Succession or Sopranos?
Probably when I get my colonoscopy.
Is that on the books?
Gonna be soon. Slow Horses
Let's
is
talk about it.
coming back. Do you watch Slow Horses?
Dude, I don't. I try.
I'm surprised you don't like that.
It's the first 5 minutes bug me.
It's a little annoying because you know it's like going to be a switch, you know.
I wish it was real. I
know,
wish
I know, I know.
We could spoil the first episode, right?
Yeah, it's been 3 seasons now.
It's like he blows an assignment where like a airport with a ton of civilians gets blown up, but then it turns out it was a training exercise, so no one actually died. I would have loved the show if he did actually was responsible for all those lives being lost.
But I'll tell you this, yeah, that is, and a pilot's tough.
But they build it back up in a way.
There's real stakes for every other thing is real stakes.
There's gonna be real. That's
There's
what it
real
is.
stakes. And dude, Gary Oldman's performance alone is amazing. You're just like, anytime he's on screen, he's just calling people idiots and shitheads, and it's amazing. And he's like this like kind of slovenly guy. That's great. Only Murders in the Building coming back. Fired up on that. So some good little fall slate here for shows.
Mm-hmm.
Good to have a show with your Siggo, you know, your dank wife, dank GF.
We're
dank
watching
GF.
the Swans
Ooh, what's that?
feud, Capote versus the Swans.
Whoa.
It's great. It's great. Sorry, I'm off.
I gotta check it.
Um,
You guys got a sick tour coming up.
got a sick tour.
I'm joining
yeah.
for a couple dates. Fired up.
Dude, yeah. That's going to be... We got Toronto coming up first. Buffalo, New York. Psyched for those. Houston. Austin. You're coming to Austin, right?
Coming to Austin. Fired up to hit a little, Franklin's BBQ. Maybe a little Terry Black's. Do some comedy. Let's go.
You're coming to Chicago.
Always, dude.
Yeah, guys, check out chatjt.com for tickets. Shows are a blast. Also, look out for Auto Space premiering on our YouTube this coming Monday. Let's say 12 p.m. Pacific.
Love that.
And thanks for podding it up.
Thanks for having me. Always fired up to hear with the boys, dude. Nice little mellow ep, dude.
Yeah.
Keeping bros off the opioids no matter what happens to their surfboards, so it's an important stuff.
Swing.
Yeah.
All right, late.
Love you guys.
Love you, bros.
If you need advice,